What's up guys, it's Jagus back with another Dawn of War Soulstorm 1v1 video, bringing you some of the best games of the month. However, in today's video we'll be looking at one of the more lower skill styles of play, and I know I've gotten some feedback from some viewers. They would like to see some more like beginner to intermediate level players kind of clash it out. So this video will be for you guys here, and I'll be watching these guys play and giving you my best opinion on, you know, the types of strategies they go for and what I think about it and what they could maybe do better, so on and so forth. So in today's match we have 3 Oxa playing as a Pure Guard on the top side, and his opponent is Legende. I know that's French. I can't pronounce French for the life of me, so I'm just going to call him Legend. He is playing as Space Marines on the bottom side, and the map they are on is good old Fata Morga. Legend goes for the Chapel Barracks and Generator, and first thing you can see here, he's not even building the generator. I don't know what's going on there. Not even building the listening post either. These things should be done like ASAP. But he sort of just places the generator down, and actually maybe this is a bit of a big brain move. Maybe he's decided no, he's gonna build the generator. Okay. This is also a mistake. So you don't want to go for the generator, despite that one video that suspiciously tells you that you should make a generator at the beginning. So he just goes for the Force Commander, no Tactical Marine squad, and already he's being pushed by IG here, who even places a turret right in his base. I think this IG player might be, like if Space Marines is a beginner player, this IG might be intermediate, you know? So looking at IG's side real quick, he's got the infantry command dropped. 3 guardsman squads, and a bit delayed with building his LPs here. Oh, it doesn't even capture this point up here. Okay, so he's just kind of like a beginner that just knows how to do a turret rush, I suppose. So yeah, like this wouldn't be a problem for Space Marines if he had gone for the Space Marine squad first. If he hadn't made the generator, he would have enough requisition to make a Space Marine squad, then the Force Commander, and he would be able to deal with this no problem, especially with this lack of proper defense from IG. Like if he removes the Tech Priest, then that turret will go down afterward very easily too. I don't know if I mentioned Legend made 3 scouts as well. Looks like he's captured all his points, except for this one, obviously. And on IG's side, because he hasn't captured this point, the fact that he's denied this point from SM isn't really a big deal. Like, their economies are still probably going to be pretty similar. Yeah, plus 50 and plus 50 in terms of requisition. So, let's look at the combat that's happening right now. Command Squad has come out for IG. And as you probably saw earlier, the scouts were doing a bit of harass, but now the command squad will push them back. Classic beginner move here. Oxa has gone for the Psyker first, and the reason why you want to go for the Priest first is because the Priest just adds that extra bit of movement speed on the command squad. In fact, even in this matchup, I don't think going the Psyker is the best option anyway, since SM doesn't really have any early detector units that could be a problem for IG. So I think Priest and Commissar would be the best option. That way you can use the Priest, the command squad, to go into the enemy base and engage in melee, attack their low armor buildings like listening posts or plasma generators. And that way they just do, the command squad will do more DPS with those guys attached to a squad. But now, this is good. Legend is kind of being aggressive here. He's going to use the Force Commander to go into IG's base, kind of try to take down this listening post that doesn't have an LP2 on it, so it is pretty ripe for the taking, to be honest. And I'm actually surprised that Legend hasn't made a tactical marine squad at this point. I think it would help him a lot. Oh, now he goes for a Space Marine squad, but he did go tier 2 first before making the Marine squad, but now he just cancels the tactical Marine squad. He's going to go straight for the Sacred Artifact, probably wants to go for the Grey Knights. Oh boy, I hope this guy didn't watch my Space Marine build orders video and he's using those useless build orders. They don't work in 1v1s, I promise you guys. They're 4-team games, mostly. So, I mean, not mostly, like all of them are 4-team games. You'll get the best use of them in team games, so yeah. Nice. Legend manages to destroy this LP, even decaps it. Looking at the economies real quick, plus 74 to plus 20 for Space Marines, compared to plus 92 to plus 20 for IG. Plus 92, wow. How? Okay, because he's got Space Marines Relic and this listing post here, so that's pretty funny actually. Manages to capture his opponent's points, but not his own. I don't know why it's a bit more difficult for him to capture his own points, but there you go. Yeah, Guardsmen a little bit weren't being watched, but now they get microed, so that's good. IG is still tier 1, whereas, yeah, Legend now has the Grey Knights out. This is going to be a problem for IG. He doesn't even have a tactical control. He won't be able to deal with those. I don't see how he can deal with these Grey Knights as he is right now. Let's just put it that way. The Grey Knights can kind of just move in and do what they please, basically. Like, what's going to stop them? Couple of unupgraded Guardsman squads won't do anything. Now, Oxa makes the Commissar. I mean, yeah, good. It's always good to make at least one Commissar in the early game. But it is pretty late in the game right now. If I were Legend, I'd be trying to take all these points back. She builds another turret right here. I'd be trying to take all my points back. Like, I wouldn't leave all this to the opponent. I think he's going to do that, actually. He brings his Grey Knights down in this area here. And immediately retreats with them. Oh, I guess he wants to stop these Guardsmen from killing the scouts. Why does he keep doing that? Why does he keep moving and then retreating? Just commit to your attacks. IG is just building a nice fortification wall here in Space Marine's base, dropping turret after turret. Yeah, it's a shame Legend didn't deal with this earlier. He could have stopped all of this from happening. Like I said, he just needed Force Commander, 1 Tactical Marine Squad, and this all wouldn't have been there. And that's all he would have needed to stop that. But because he let it go on now, IG just keeps dropping more turrets. This servitor will probably have to be perma repairing this listening post. It won't even be enough. Look at how quickly the health is going down, more than the servitor can repair. So now Oxa is finally going tier 2. Drops another turret. This is very expensive, by the way. Dropping all these turrets like this. That really stalls your economy a little bit. So, but this is very typical plays you see from beginners. They rely on turrets a lot, whereas pro players, they might just place one very well placed turret in between 2 LP2s, perhaps. Yeah, use those resources to upgrade your LPs instead of building extra turrets. You get a better economy boom that way. And yeah, you honestly just don't need these extra turrets now. 1 turret will go down. Good on Legend, he made the Land Speeder Tempest with the crack missiles. Now he'll be able to deal with these turrets. And that will be IG's strategy. Look, what a waste of resources. IG's economy though, plus 116 to plus 50 compared to plus 74 to plus 40 from SM. Well, for IG it might look a bit bad. He might get lower income after these posts get destroyed and decapped. So yeah. Who controls the critical locations? Should be always using these scouts to wrest control of these critical locations as much as you can. Yeah, guardsmen don't have any. I don't think that. Oh, yeah, he's getting the upgrades now. That's why the guardsmen can get killed easily by the scouts. But once they get a bit of like armor upgrades, a bit of, is it death before dishonor? They might do a bit better. Oh, and have this sergeant added on. The sergeant is added on right now. So Legend basically finally reclaims his points back. He needs to get his economy a bit higher than plus 74 right now. Now Imperial Guard is trying to fight these Grey Knights, but as you can see, Grey Knights actually have pretty good range damage, especially against these squishy units. My nose is really itchy right now. I apologize if that gets picked up in the mic. Luckily, with the plasma grenades added onto the guardsmen, the Grey Knights actually get wiped here. No, sorry, they don't get wiped. 2 survive. Legend needs to make the chaplain. Oh, just as I say it, he makes the chaplain right now. I didn't even see a Psychic Inquisition. Maybe it did get cast earlier, but it wasn't in the right place at in that fight. But with the chaplain attached to the Grey Knights, he could have, you know, slowed a squad and then Psychic Inquisitioned one of them and possibly get a squad wipe. Landspeeder Tempest being sent into Ox's base. He's going to make some sentinels in return. That's good. That's the answer to Tempest for IG. That should scare away those Tempests. The problem is 3 Tempests versus 1 Sentinel. The Tempest will be able to destroy it pretty quickly, I think. So he does need a couple more Sentinels in there. But let's see if Legend sees this and micros the Tempest in time. Mechanized command goes down though. See, the Sentinel doesn't have a lot of health, but both Tempests should have been focusing it. But look at that, the Sentinel takes out 2 Tempests, which is good. If Legend had microed those Tempests earlier, I think they would have been able to destroy the Sentinel before it could have done any serious damage. But now 2 Tempests go down, Sentinel goes down. Another Tempest being made by Legend. Economy is not looking too good. He's got a nice float of power here. If he hasn't already done the Requisition Global, I think he needs to do it. Can't really math right now with these points, but I don't think he's done the global. It doesn't feel like he has. This machine cult might go down now. Yeah, the Grey Knights can't really get in close because of the grenade launchers and plasma guns. It's a bit of a problem for them, and their numbers aren't exactly the highest right now. Maybe they should be engaging in melee, and the Chaplain should be detached to tie up so that Legend can tie up 2 squads at once. But he's just letting the Guardsmen use their ranged superiority to to get wiped. He's just letting it happen, so that's not ideal. Jeez, even on the Tempest, look at how good those plasma guns are. It's pretty crazy. what you do in this kind of situation is you sort of let IG do his thing while you bide your time, make a strong counterattack. Maybe have some units flank around from this side, and then just when the time is right, you gotta really time it. Even like maybe get a Rhino transport, move it around to this side, push with the Grey Knights this side. IG will see the Grey Knights and think, oh yep, no worries there, I can easily wipe this squad. But then you surprise them with the Rhino transport from behind, and that'll cause them to panic, try to retreat. That's when you just chase them with the Rhino and heavy bolters. Preferably with grenades, the frag grenades, researched if possible, just to stun the squad. As soon as the Marines exit the Rhino, makes your life a little bit easier that way. Unfortunately, Legend did lose a lot. This isn't going to do anything right now. There's too many plasma guns, grenade launchers on the guardsmen, and there's not enough Marines either. As you can see, quite a few models, Space Marine models with the heavy bolters got wiped out, so they had to retreat. Kind of a poor tactic right there. So Legend will try to rebuild the machine cult. Economy's sitting at plus 85. I think he must have the global by now. Yeah, plus 85, despite losing some LPs. Meanwhile, Ox is sitting at a very comfortable plus 131. He is pretty much balling. Oh, he got a LP3 on this point. Well, I don't know why he did this. This is completely unnecessary. Especially in that position. I don't even think it's good anti-vehicle. They should have just upgraded these points, the ones at the front that actually matter, you know what I mean? Regardless, heavy weapons team gets dropped on the bottom right there. And Ox actually retreated. He stopped his attack. Really, he should be moving in with the Sentinel. The Sentinel was idling for a little bit too much there. The Sentinel should, yeah, attack this Rhino, try to destroy it. These guardsmen need a Chimera as well to move around easier. But this Sentinel can pretty much chase this Rhino across the map. Keep it distracted while the guardsmen move in. And, I don't know, decap these points, do anything, destroy this armory, destroy these generators. So, yeah, Legend doesn't have any anti-vehicle at the moment. IG could really make a mess of his life by just making vehicles right now. No launches on the tactical Marines. So, I think both players did some things pretty all good that I agreed with. Nice to see, you know, they decap the points and do the economy damage like you should be doing in 1v1s. Yeah, very nice, you know, fighting for the critical locations as well. You should definitely be doing that in these types of matchups as well. But at this point, it really looks like Legend is backed into a corner here. The Marines don't really have anywhere to run. 3 priests on the command squad. That's nasty. That's dirty. So these Marine squads will get tied up here. They'll just have to keep running. Meanwhile, these guardsmen are okay with the Sentinels. 2 Sentinels will make quick work of this HQ, which is at tier 3, by the way. Legend went tier 3 without having a proper army, which you should never do. Always make sure you're in a comfortable spot to go tier 3. By that I mean you have a force which you can fight back with, so that this kind of thing doesn't happen where the enemy can just invade your base and you can't protect yourself. But what's the point in being tier 3 when your HQ is going to get destroyed shortly afterwards?
6 minutes until take and hold victory.
6 minutes on the clock for Legend. If he can hold out for 6 minutes, maybe he'll win this game. With the way his base is looking at the moment though, something tells me that's not going to happen. Oh, he deletes the buildings. And the game goes over to Oxa. Now, I was talking a bit fast there, so I'm sure I must have missed some crucial points. If any of the pro players that might be watching this video saw anything that I might have missed, please feel free to put it in the comments below. Let's take a look at the score. Legend actually killed more units in this game, surprisingly. I thought it would have been IG that killed the most, but when I think about it, yeah, a lot of guardsmen did go down. They are squishy units. Oxa definitely had the best economy, for sure, and technology. It almost felt like Oxa was playing with Legend a little bit in that game. I don't know. To me, I just got that vibe from seeing that game. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this type of video. I know it's a bit of a different one for a change. But let me know what you thought in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.